It's a crystal. Everything's crystals, bro. I'm gonna sound like a freaking bruja.
Crazy,
No,
bro.
hold on. Listen, I'm gonna bring it because now I sound like ridiculous.
Crazy.
But he suffered from the moment that he got, in the accident, and then they drove him to the hospital like he died.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the UBOF podcast. I'm Abraham.
And I'm Julissa, and today we are drinking Topo Chicos con sal y limón, and that's about it.
You're not.
No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. Because it'll make me burpy.
So?
But I'm not going to lie, that looks mighty good.
That's all right.
Really? It's not hitting?
He would be better.
I know. I don't have tahini, you guys.
She fake Mexican alert.
Deplorable behavior. I know. No, it's not that I'm fake Mexican. It's, I don't even know what happened to it. I always have tahini. You know what? I think I do have it somewhere. I just don't want to look for it.
Yeah, boy, you need to use some bananas.
Those are...
Or plantain.
Yes, bro. Don't even start.
You make tostones.
No, tostones.
Making mofongo.
Making mofongo.
That's a funny video.
Anyway, how are you?
I'm good.
Can you rate the food that I fed you?
I guess 7.
A 7 out of 10?
Yeah.
What was it missing?
I think it's chicken and freaking noodles.
No, it wasn't chicken and noodles, you guys. It was drunken noodles. Thai food.
Bruh.
What?
What's the difference between I said? What's drunk about them?
We don't know why they're called that, okay? There's a lot of theories. And I don't know any. It's
Yeah.
me. It's me.
Oh, I thought it was a dog.
Bruh, your doggy senses.
Sound like a little yappy dog.
Yappy. A little yappy dog.
Yeah.
No, it was my fingers done.
It's weirdo. Anyway,
I'm stimming.
this is the second episode we talk about the Pope. He's from Chirac.
I know.
We get that thing on him.
What?
It's the first USA Pope.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And he's from Chicago.
Well, congratulations to everyone.
This is Pope Leo, I think.
I don't know, but I saw someone post and they were like, a Virgo from Chicago as a
Bruh.
Pope. And you see that
Popes
I related
don't
to.
believe in that.
Okay.
Do they?
But someone posted it.
Who's the new Pope?
Is his name Leo for real?
Well, no, I think they have to pick, like, once they get, like, you're going to be the Pope, they have to pick a name, no?
Really?
Yeah. You
I
don't know
don't
that?
know.
Has taken the papal name Leo and then some Roman numeral.
Can I see it? You know my dad knows Roman numerals? All of them?
What's X? So it's X
10?
is 10, so 14.
Let me see it.
Leo 14.
10 and 4. Is that what that is?
Yeah. He was born in he was born here in 1955.
55?
Yeah, he's old. He's
Damn.
70.
70. Yeah, because we were in 2025.
I said that so not confident. Even though I know I was right. He's 70.
I know. You said it so demure.
Damn, he's old.
Yeah.
Why? I wonder.
Why they're choosing older people?
I mean, I guess it makes sense, like in a religion stand.
Yeah, like if we're talking
Point.
about an elder,
Yeah.
genuinely, or literally, I guess.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I mean, why would they? I don't know. I guess I can't even speak on it because I don't know what
Catholics.
the other option, like what would they gain from having a younger pope? Or the politics in it.
They think differently.
Right.
Like they have a fresher mindset.
Yeah.
More current.
But is that the real reason why they don't pick a younger pope?
I wonder who's been the youngest. Let's see.
Down by the bay.
But like the whole like picking them, like apparently it can take up to like years to like choose a new pope.
To choose a new one?
Yeah.
But that
like
means
if they don't agree, because I think it's like 2/3 majority have to agree.
Really?
And they can't. So they like lock themselves in like this room or whatever, and like they like talk about it, or, like who should be the new pope, and then everyone has to agree. And then like you never heard about like the smoke.
No.
So so they can't be influenced by no one outside, like in the outside world.
Oh wow.
So they lock in themselves, and then like if they don't agree, like they blow like smoke, so everyone is like, okay, they didn't all agree. And I think it's black smoke once they like all agree on something or something like that.
So they blow smoke either way, but there's like a specific smoke that they blow to indicate. Wow. How do you know this?
Because it was on the news.
Oh.
Oh, what? The youngest pope was Pope Benedict, who was around the age of 20.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, so then we're talking nonsense. Because they can definitely pick a young.
So some sources suggest he may have been as young as 11 or 12. This is all like freaking 1032. So this was a long time ago.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, shout out to Pope Leo.
Yeah, he's a Virgo.
14th.
Like me.
No, it doesn't matter.
It does.
It does not. You believe in that stuff?
No.
Talk about this.
Not at all. Not at all, but it's always interesting to me. Especially because he's a Virgo like me.
Shut up, bro.
You know, so is Zendaya. And Beyonce. Actually, don't quote me on that.
Did you ever watch Zendaya shows?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like.
I don't know. I don't even know what show she was on. Or like
There's only
Sabrina
one.
Carpenter apparently was on Disney Channel.
Yeah, that's when we were older.
Who else? Freaking Jake Paul.
Yeah, no. Once Sabrina Carpenter was on
Who
and Jake
else was
Paul, I
like-
never watched.
Who else is
Demi
Disney?
Lovato.
Okay, but that one's obvious.
Selena Gomez.
I thought that she used to be my celebrity crush.
Demi Lovato?
Yeah,
I think she's my celebrity crush now, bro.
she's pretty.
Randy's calling me.
Answer.
Okay. We were talking about Zendaya. Oh, your celebrity crush. Not Zendaya. Demi Lovato.
Yeah, Demi Lovato.
Have you seen her lately? She's a TikToker
Yeah.
now.
Well, that's where I saw her.
Really?
Like, damn, she looked different.
No, she looks like Demi Lovato.
Yeah, but like not on drugs.
Right. I saw this comment that it was like, damn, Demi Lovato's very much looking like Demi Lovato these days.
Yeah.
Someone put something like that.
I wonder what she's been up to.
We know what she hasn't been up to based on how she's looking. She looks
does like
great.
cooking stuff, no?
I don't know.
TikToks.
I guess I don't pay attention. I just pay attention to the brain rot ones.
Of course.
What? That's what TikTok is for, bro. It's not on there so that I could be. Actually, no. It is. It can be educational.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Can I share something with you?
What
I switched deodorants
the hell? Why?
because I hate. First of all, I hate scented deodorants, so I use a male deodorant that is unscented. I don't think I've found
Unscented.
a woman one that is
But
actually
you guys
unscented.
have like, you never seen that? I think it's TikTok. Like how women have like actual like smells. Like you'll have like flower this or like
Yeah.
bring this. And then like men have like random like cool sports. Like what the hell is a cool sports smell?
I don't know.
But like freaking swagger.
Really?
Things like that. Yeah. Like Old Spice.
I didn't know that. Well, yeah,
Anyway.
women have like cucumber, flower,
Yeah.
rose, lavender, and I hate just any scented
Why? You
deodorant.
can't even smell, bro.
Okay, bro, I can
Here we
smell to an
go.
extent.
Can you smell or can you not smell?
No, but before I couldn't.
You
Before
were faking it.
anyway.
Anyway, go on.
So even when I could smell, I hated scented deodorant. So I've always used Mitchum roll-on deodorant for men.
Machon?
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of that.
Yes, you have.
Machon?
What do you use? Where? What do you use? Where? What do you
I
use?
searched a while ago. I searched to native.
Oh my gosh!
The
Is,
coconut vanilla.
really? Why am I putting Mitsubishi?
Delicious. I tried a new one and bro, it smells weird. The one I'm wearing right now.
This one.
I've never heard of that. in my
You've
life.
never heard of it? This is the one you need to try. It's the best one. But recently, I don't think it's been doing the job. And I've worn this one for like 10 years now.
Where they changed the ingredients.
I don't know, but I don't like it. So, but I wasn't going to do anything about
You were
it.
stinking?
I feel like to me, I was like smelling, because
body
you know how my scent is different. Obviously, I can't really smell anymore. I can still smell the difference of like a fresh me and like a non-fresh me, like a fresh me and then like a me after the gym. So luckily I have at least that ability. I can't really describe what it is, but I can tell that it's different. So in those moments, I was like, I don't really know if my deodorant's cutting it, but it still give me like, I don't know, 10 hours of freshness. So I didn't mind it. And then I was scrolling through TikTok talking about the informational stuff. And I saw this girl, she's like, this is my deodorant. And it was a freaking rock.
What the hell?
Yeah. And then she's talking, it's like a salt rock. And she's like,
Salt rock.
And she was basically saying, I didn't switch to this deodorant in the name of the low tox life. I did it because I have terrible BO. And she's like, when I use deodorant, I don't smell like deodorant. I smell like deodorant and BO. So she's like, I was desperate and I did my research, and this Thai, pues sí, es una piedra tailandesa that you wet it a little bit, or you wet your underarms and then you just like put it on your underarms. And she says that like she does not smell anymore.
So you tried it.
And I was like, well, I don't have like terrible BO. I just feel like I'm a little musty after a long day as per usual, but I want to be as fresh as possible throughout the day. So I bought it and I just started using it, but apparently there's like an adjustment period where you might smell worse before you smell better, because you're detoxing your pores from all of the buildup of the deodorant you've been using for years.
Yeah.
And once it's fully out, you're on this freaking rock deodorant.
Do you believe this?
Yes, I'm going to keep doing it. What? Why are you? It's not a conspiracy, bro. I'm freaking testing it out.
You got by the TikTok shop, right?
It was not a TikTok shop.
Bruh.
It was not a TikTok shop
Where'd
thing.
you buy it from?
On Amazon.
She didn't have a TikTok link?
No, she didn't have a TikTok link. She bought hers at a grocery store, like a Whole Foods, but she didn't. Her grocery store is called Sprouts, and we don't have that here. And I thought maybe I could find one at Whole Foods, but I didn't want to risk it. Or by the time I get to one.
What does it look like? You have it?
Yeah, you want me to bring it?
Not really.
Oh, I can show it to you.
Probably hairy.
Bro, what the heck? It's not hairy at all, you dingus. It's like half of my fist.
And it's just a rock?
Yeah, it's like a crystal. And it's dry.
Crystal?
Yes, it's a crystal, and it's dry until you wet it. Then it starts letting go of.
I can even see a picture.
I'm about to show you.
Like rough?
No.
So it's smooth.
It's smooth, but it's like looks like this. It's on a plate. I'm gonna show you guys.
Interesting.
I hope they can see that.
And what were her comments like?
Actually, I don't remember. I have to go look. I wasn't reading the comments. I just wanted to try it. But the comments on this has a 4.5 out of a 4.4 out of 5. 5,000 reviews. And this is what it looks like in someone's hand.
Damn.
And
It's a shiny rock.
I've been so excited to use it because like I smell myself all the time.
But like, what's the science behind this?
Okay, I'm going to explain it to you because I already looked it up. Okay. So, the Thai crystal deodorant works by utilizing natural mineral salts, primarily potassium alum sulfate, to combat odor. So it's unlike antiperspirants that block sweat glands. This deodorant allows body to sweat naturally, perspire naturally, but it prevents odor. So you apply a thin layer of it.
Yeah.
And then that layer creates an environment.
Are you sweaty? Do you sweat?
No, that's why it's the perfect thing for me. Because
so then why were you using antiperspirant?
Because it's both an antiperspirant.
The Mitch?
Deodorant, yeah. It's like an antiperspirant, like anti-smell deodorant. And that's what most deodorants are. They're antiperspirants. And they use aluminum. And that's what people want to do, like they want to be clean or whatever. But that's not the reason I did it. But this is perfect for someone like me who doesn't sweat anyway, so I don't need the antiperspirant benefits.
Capabilities.
Yeah. So it says this layer creates an environment that inhibits the growth of odor-causing bacteria, effectively preventing the development of unpleasant odors without interfering with the body's natural sweating process. So again, it does not prevent sweating. Users have reported, though, that it provides long-lasting protection and is suitable for sensitive skin. And I have really sensitive skin. Like, I just got rid of my rash. Look, well, it's kind of there, but it doesn't itch anymore.
Where?
Right here. You can kind of see it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so sensitive to everything. So I'm really excited. Ooh, can I tell you more tidbits of facts that I've learned? Wait, you share something first.
About what?
Anything. I've learned so much in the past.
About what, though?
Wellness.
Oh, you're on your wellness arc?
Well, I always have, but I guess I haven't been as. I haven't tried as.
Gatekeeping.
No.
What you been learning?
That's a lie. The first thing that I started raving about was similar to you. You know how you always rave about a bidet and how it's life changing? I feel that way about the squatty potty. Do you have one?
No.
You need it.
Why?
Bro, this
my
is.
poop be sliding out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, then you're good. So does
I'm
mine.
struggling.
So does mine, but I thought it was like a squatty potty thing. But that's when it's changed for me. That's where the game changed. Freaking squatty potty. Yes.
You were struggling to poop or what?
No, but it just like helped it come out even faster.
Yeah.
I think literally the last Christmas I spent with my family, I bought like my white elephant gift was a squatty potty.
Like someone gave it to you?
No, that's what I brought.
Bro, fix your damn cable.
And they were fighting for it.
Who?
My family.
What the hell? Wait, so they didn't have one?
No, nobody in my family had one. If anyone in my family.
So how'd you learn about it?
I don't remember.
The heck?
I don't remember how I learned about it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, do you know who Jaclyn Hill is?
No.
Okay,
You talk about her all the time. Huh?
Yeah, it's a beauty influencer. She used to do this series on YouTube where it's like my Amazon favorites. And obviously she makes money off of it because she links everything. But she's only linking things that she's used for months at a time.
Yeah.
And she's obsessed with. So I if I'm not mistaken, a lot of the wellness things that I've tried have been through like watching her videos and picking and choosing what I like. And I think the squatty potty was one of them.
But you gotta try bidet.
I know.
Get one. It's cheap.
I'm scared.
So,
Do you still have to wipe?
well, yeah, to get the water off.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Wait, can
Or
we?
wipey.
Yeah, we use wipies. What?
You know, get it nice and dry.
This guy. Okay, let's talk about all the things that I use that are not necessary, but they're essentials. Like non-essential essentials for me. My squatty potty. No matter where I go.
What the hell? You take it with you?
Like, no, like if I ever move, like it will always come with me. Like I will never get rid of my squatty potty.
But what if there's no squatty potty?
I have to use something.
What the hell? So what do you use?
Like if I'm on vacation, like I'll grab like a garbage can.
What the?
It's weird, right?
So you can't poop if you don't have a squatty potty?
No, I can. Like I at work and things like that, but it obviously helps if I'm like in one place for a long period of time.
And
That's number one. Number two is the mouthwash that I use. It's called Smart Mouth. And it has zinc in it instead of alcohol. Because alcohol actually makes your breath smell worse. Did you know that?
no.
Bro, it's crazy. I don't understand why we used to freaking use Listerine. You see this?
Whose is that?
It's mine because I carry it with me everywhere because I thought this would work. But I recently
Zero
learned.
alcohol.
No, that's a lie.
Or they lie?
Where does it say zero alcohol?
Bruh.
Bro, why is it so spicy then? Hold on. Water, sorbitol.
No people used to get drunk off those.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's alcohol.
No, it has something that
Okay.
it's not doing the job. Anyway, for those of you listening,
The menthol.
is that what it is? I don't know. But now,
Not sponsored.
do you know what xylitol is?
No.
Well, it's a sweetener, okay? It's a sweetener that neutralizes your mouth's microbiome.
Sweetener?
Yes. It's a crystal. Everything's crystals, bro. I'm going to sound like a
Dude,
freaking
you're
bruja.
crazy,
No,
bro.
hold on. Listen, I'm going to bring it because now I sound like ridiculous.
Crazy.
No, stop.
You're a crystal goer, not the normal kind.
This is not an ad, okay? But listen. This is xylitol, okay? It's granulated xylitol, and it's a sweetener. Like, you can use it to sweeten your food. I'm going to redo the ingredients. It's xylitol is the only ingredient.
What the hell is xylitol?
That's crazy, right? It's a sweetener that you can use as a substitute for sugar. But unlike sugars like sucrose and fructose, this sugar, alcohol, won't promote tooth decay. It has a low glycemic impact and has around 1/3 less calories than others. So it's diabetic friendly and keto friendly. Okay. But so I did research on like how to have your, so I was struggling, I feel, in my personal life. And I felt like I had to brush my teeth like 50 times a day. So I did some research on better breath mints or just like gum or like just things to freshen up your mouth, you know? And I found out about xylitol. So my research told me that I had to replace my regular breath mints to breath mints that have xylitol in them. And then if I bought crystal xylitol and sprinkle it on my tongue at the end of every night, it was going to balance the microbiome in my mouth and help me like have fresher breath for longer periods of the day. You're still reading. What does xylitol do for breath? I'm going to read it to you.
Corn source xylitol.
Xylitol.
Such as birch trees, which will stripping the bark and eventually killing the tree.
I'm dumb. I think I keep saying xylitol. I think it's xylitol. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Xylitol helps freshen breath by reducing the bacteria in your mouth that causes bad odors. For example, Streptococcus mutans. Here's how it works. Xylitol starves harmful bacteria because they can't metabolize it. So without sugar to feed on, which is another thing that I learned, that sugar makes our breath smell worse, and anything acidic. Obviously that makes sense because it dehydrates our mouth. But even if you're drinking water, there's nothing like xylitol. So without sugar to feed on, the bacteria die and becomes less active. And then it also prevents dry mouth. So another solution, it stimulates your saliva production, which helps wash away food particles and bacteria, creating fresher breath. And it neutralizes acids. So it helps neutralize the acids that cause tooth decay or bad breath. So it's often found in sugar-free gums and mints. Bro, try it.
Oh.
No, I'm not kidding. You're going to try it.
Why would I try
Just sprinkle it on your tongue like this.
You just put your hand in there.
You do. Bro, it's my bag.
So?
I'm the only one who uses it. Now, oh, there you go. Yep.
What
there you
the?
go. No, that's a good amount.
That's huge.
Bro, just let it dissolve. Don't be annoying.
Bro, I'm not eating this whole thing.
Yeah, you are. Dude, that's not enough to cover your mouth.
But it literally is.
Put it all in there then.
Bro.
You have one on your lip.
It's sugar.
It's not just, but feel the freshness of your breath now. And it doesn't.
Still dissolving.
Huh?
Still dissolving.
And it doesn't feel fresh like a mint. It feels like neutralized. Like there's no, I don't know what the word is. There's no film left over. It doesn't feel like it overpowers your mouth like a freaking piece of gum
Feels
would.
normal, bro.
No, it doesn't. You're freaking dumb.
Bruh, I think you're like...
I'm what?
You're like a freak. You're one of those, right? That reads too. You're the Kourtney Kardashian of your family,
Bro, how? Just because I freaking like xylitol and
yeah, just saying, bro.
And a natural deodorant.
It worked for you.
You're annoying. You just like yucked my yum and it just pissed me off.
Yeah, you what?
You yucked my
What the hell does
yum.
that mean? I ruined it for you?
Yeah. No, you didn't because I'm going to keep doing it. You can stay
Keep
stinky.
doing it. That's all right.
I'm trying to rave to you about like my discovery.
Yeah, I'm sure someone listening like, hell yeah, I'm going to try this.
Well, they should because you're making it seem like I'm crazy. So now they're going to be like, damn, she might be crazy. And it's not. You
And
should.
some people might think you're crazy.
Why though?
Because.
It's science.
Well, yeah, but how much did that cost you?
Like $10.
That's a lot of money.
How is that a lot of money for a bag of sugar?
Literally.
Yeah, but it's natural.
That's cool.
I'm not going everywhere trying to become organic or weird things. Like these are very specific things. This has to do with your wellness and neutralizing your body. Like now, my mouth isn't going to smell like mint. It's going to smell like a mouth. And my underarms are not going to smell like odor. They're just going to smell like my skin.
Yeah.
Do you want to smell my armpits?
I don't know.
Why?
Because I don't want to smell your armpits. Because what if they stink?
Then you have to tell me. No, because I'm in my detox period.
So it's gonna stink.
No, it's not. But if I did stink, it would be because I'm in my detox period. Anyway, I'm a geek about those things.
Now I learned.
Specifically. Like on my body though. It's got nothing to do with you. But when I geek out about other things, like for example, my epilator that yanks off my armpit hair, no one bats a blind eye.
Yo, that's normal.
No one bats a blind eye. No one bats an eye. How is that? How is that any less? How is that any more normal than what I'm experiencing?
Girls shave their armpits.
Yeah, that's bad because you're
shave, wax, all the same thing to guys.
Okay.
I don't care how you took it off.
Xylitol and brushing.
No,
and
it's not
brushing and.
That's like that's going an extra mile.
Yeah, I don't want to be stinky.
I mean, okay.
I carry a toothbrush with me everywhere I go so that I won't be stinky. And if this is going to give me more benefits so I don't have to brush my teeth 4 times a day, then I'm going to take this.
Yeah, that worked for you.
Bruh, you're just boring. This conversation is boring. Okay, change of topic.
Anyway.
Take it away. You've said a whole bunch of nothing.
You said a whole bunch of nothing.
No, I said a whole bunch of.
Of crazy stuff.
You're a hater.
That sounds like a witchcraft recipe thing.
Sugar?
Yeah.
It's not a recipe. It's just sugar.
It's not sugar. It's a sugar substitute, brother.
I know, and it
Have you
neutralizes.
used it to cook anything?
No.
I wonder if is it like 1-to-1? Like instead of sugar, use this.
Well, yeah, it is an alternative or a substitute, a healthier
But
substitute.
do you have to add more? Like if it's like 1 cup of sugar, can I use 1 cup of xylitol?
When using xylitol, do I have to use it in the same ratio as regular sugar? Let's see what it says. No, you don't have to use xylitol in the exact same ratio. Xylitol is about as sweet as sugar. So most people can substitute 1-to-1 ratio without noticeable differences. But xylitol doesn't caramelize or dissolve quite like sugar. So it may affect texture in baked goods. Cookies might be more crumbly and cake might be less moist.
I like crumbly cookies.
It works best in uncooked or lightly cooked items like smoothies, oatmeal, yogurt, or low heat baking. In yeast-based recipes, xylitol won't feed the yeast, so it can't be used for bread dough.
That's what you were saying.
That needs to rise. Yeah, because yeast is a bacteria.
You.
Safety note, it's toxic to dogs, to animals. Even in small amounts, it can be deadly. Can we look why? Why is xylitol toxic to dogs? You know what it wrote? Why is Delilah toxic to dogs? I was going to say something. Never mind.
That's weird.
Did
it tell you?
Yeah. I spelled it wrong. I had to rewrite it.
Probably like shit's down something.
It's toxic to dogs because it causes rapid and dangerous insulin release, which humans don't experience. If your dogs mistake xylitol for real sugar, their pancreas reacts by releasing a large amount of insulin, even though xylitol doesn't raise blood sugar. So severe hypoglycemia, low blood sugar. So this can occur within 10 to 60 minutes after ingestion and lead to weakness, collapse, seizures, or even death. In large doses, xylitol can also cause acute liver failure in dogs, sometimes with no obvious signs until it's too late. So you should really stay away from it.
That's scary.
Actually. Okay. I'm done geeking.
Isn't that weird how like dogs can't eat certain things just because their body can't process
Seriously. Like chocolate, right?
Chocolate, grapes, avocados.
Avocados?
Onions.
What?
There's like certain things that they shouldn't eat.
Really? Well, I knew that, but I didn't know. What else?
And there's like certain like flowers. random stuff.
Yeah, the more you know.
Yeah. Obviously, with bigger dogs, is like they have to eat like more of it to affect them, but it's crazy.
Still scary
Yeah.
and dangerous.
You never heard of that?
Yeah, I did.
Like like the little kisses
Mm-hmm.
that like when they're putting dogs down, like sometimes like they will give them just so they can taste chocolate for once. It's like a goodbye treat.
What?
Not like in a meal, you know.
No, I
Like,
know.
it's supposed to be like cute.
That is cute, but it's also really sad.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What the heck? I don't think Rocky got a freaking kiss.
Bruh.
Wow.
Did he instantly die?
No, he suffered.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah, he suffered a lot. That's
like for how long?
A while.
Like what's a while though?
Well, I wasn't there because they didn't tell me the truth. They told me that the dog was alive until I drove to the hospital, and at the hospital they met me there to tell me that he was dead because they didn't want to freak me out. But he suffered from the moment that he got, in the accident.
Yeah.
And then they drove him to the hospital like he died.
Like at the hospital?
Mm-hmm.
Or before?
Or like on the way there, I think. But he still suffered because when he was hit, I hate talking about this. So the story that I was told was that he got hit.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I'm sorry. The story that I was told was that he bit her and ran away because she was trying to like hold him down.
Yeah.
What really happened is that she let him off of his leash, and he was a baby. Yeah. So a puppy. So he wasn't on his leash and he did run away, but he didn't bite her trying to run away.
Yeah.
He got hit by a really big semi.
Yeah.
Flew into the freaking street. She went to go chase after him while he was like on the floor. And when she tried to grab him, he was in so much pain. He bit her.
Yeah.
But I wasn't told that from the beginning. I was told like your dog bit me and ran away. No, my dog had never bitten anyone. He freaking bit her out of like excruciating pain. But that's the story she told my entire family. And so my family was like, no, bro, they freaking pissed me off. So they were, yeah. And then she didn't talk to me for like 2 weeks because she was embarrassed. Or like.
I'd be embarrassed too.
Well, yeah, but for lying.
Yeah.
And then I kind of discovered the story after the fact. It was like never admitted to me, but I was like putting the pieces together because I was like, my dog has never bit anyone. Like the worst thing that he'll do is he'll eat your nacho cheese from the counter. And yeah, that was freaking tragic. That was so depressing. So yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why I don't want to have another dog.
How long did you have him for? It was a couple months, though.
It was a few months, and I feel like I didn't get super, super close to him because he couldn't live with me. My parents didn't allow it. Yeah. And it felt more like a chore to me to go get him to do things. So like I did complain a lot about him. And I was just like, oh my God, this is so freaking hard. But it's because he couldn't live with me.
Yeah.
I had to go out of my way to do things. So when he passed, like my partner at the time was like, you didn't even like him, bro. Like you were always complaining. And like, it wasn't even like that. It was more of a chore for me because he couldn't live with me. I had to go out of my way to do things for him. But if he lived with me, like it hurt so much when he passed away. So obviously very traumatizing. And I don't really want another dog. And then I see, there's a beautiful husky that lives in this neighborhood because he was a husky, you guys. And I always see him and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, they're nice to look at.
That's about it.
Not to have.
Aww. They sing.
No, they're too loud.
They are loud.
They're whiny.
They're yappers.
They sing.
They do sing.
And they're runners.
Bro, they get the zoomies like insane. No, they're so cute. I feel like huskies
I feel like this weather's not it though.
Yeah.
Like maybe in the winter.
Exactly. And they deserve like a lot of space.
Yeah.
I mean, all dogs do, right? But some definitely more than others. But they're not dangerous at all.
I mean, they can be.
Yeah?
All dogs can be dangerous.
Sure.
Especially when they're big, like bigger dogs. Just depends how they're raised.
Man. Rocky was beautiful.
He was.
It's fine. Maybe like
it's fine.
when I'm older.
Would you You probably wouldn't do a puppy, right? Like like you have to like potty train them and stuff. Or would you?
I think I would.
Really?
Yeah.
Rather than like get a rescue?
Well,
Like an older dog?
yeah, I think I'd rather do a puppy. We almost got a dog.
Oh.
Randy and I.
Really? When?
It was going to be a teacup Pomeranian.
No.
I know.
That was a long time ago, no?
Yeah, do you remember?
Yeah.
He was black and his name was going to be Shy. He was a
Shy.
cute little one.
Ew.
But then we're like, you know what? This is not a good idea.
No. Vic and Mario always got a dog too now.
Bro, Vicky
That
and Mario
big
need to
one.
stop getting animals.
When they lived in a rancho.
Yeah, and we
They
discouraged
had like
them.
for a day.
And we discouraged them because
Didn't
we
they?
were like, you guys do not know how to keep an animal.
They needed protection though. Out there in the Wild West.
Nah, they're fine now.
Yeah. They still got that bunny in the basement.
Yeah,
locked up.
in captivity. If you had, the space for another dog, what would you get?
Another dog?
Yeah.
Like what breed?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it would matter.
No, you just like them?
Probably something more like friendly.
Like
Like a golden retriever or a Labrador.
brown labs, chocolate labs are so cute.
Those are ugly. Like a black lab.
But you are like a black dog guy.
Is there like... Because labs are like... They're like with the fur... Like short fur,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's like a black... Like golden retriever. That'd be dope. I don't think they exist. Well, maybe. Because I know they're like brown. There's like red ones too.
Yeah, I don't know. Jackie's
so-
golden is so cute.
Yeah. He's like blonde though.
He's it's travieso too.
Yeah.
Freaking peas everywhere.
Does he?
Yeah.
I've only seen him like once or twice.
He gets excited.
Super friendly, yeah. Yeah, those dogs are like friendly. Like everyone's their best friend.
They're so cute. I think I don't know enough about dogs to make like an intelligent remark on which dog I'd get, but I think Dalmatians are so cute.
No, those are low-key dangerous. Like
Yeah.
they're aggressive. That's what I heard anyway. Like that they're actually like, you know how like the movie makes them like the 101 Dalmatians make them seem like sweet and stuff, but like I've heard like they're pretty like aggressive.
Interesting. Randy used to have a Dalmatian.
Really? And they're pretty big too, no?
Yeah, they can get big.
Yeah. I don't think they're that nice looking.
When they're little.
Yeah, I mean all dogs are cute.
True.
When they're little.
True. That's true. Would
you ever get a corgi? Like those like the big butts.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. Probably not.
It's crazy, like all the dogs that exist.
Yeah. They're so cute.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about so my friend has a boxer. Oh my gosh, he's such a handsome dog. He looks so majestic. Every time she shows me videos of him, he's so majestic. Yes, you
okay,
can.
yeah.
Let me look him one
It was
up.
like a medium-sized dog, no?
I don't know. Hers looks pretty large. Oh my gosh, her dog is so cute. Look at it. That's not him, but they're so cute. They look like viejitos.
They do.
But they're so like hers is like so majestic, and he's almost like tall.
They have like long legs, no?
Mm-hmm. And they're buff.
Yeah, dogs are cool. Cats are cool too. I think you'd be a better cat person.
Me?
But you're allergic, no?
Yeah, I am allergic.
Yeah, cats are chill.
Yeah, but they're
They
gross.
just- Really?
I feel
they're
like they're.
cleaner than
I
dogs,
feel like
right?
their poop is nastier.
Oh, yeah, because it's like in your house.
Yeah,
So it just feels nasty.
yeah, and I don't like that.
But if you have like a nice little setup, then it's not as bad.
No, it's the having hair everywhere all the
That's
time.
with every animal, though.
And Randy.
That's bogus.
It's
What'd you
true.
tell him last week? You're messed up. Bro.
What? That he was balding?
Balding and his hair's everywhere.
Wait, it's true. Did you see my TikTok?
What the?
And he's
Balding?
like, "Where's my phone?" I was like, "Where's your hairline?"
Yeah, I saw that. That's bogus, bro. He's making mad.
No?
Really? He's not a... Does he know he's like going? Like did he know he was gonna go bald?
Yes,
So he's okay with it.
dude. Ever since I met him, before we started dating, Veronica would always tell him like, "Bro, you're gonna be bald," and he's like, "Hell no!" And I'd be like, "I don't know, Randy. Like, you seem like you're gonna be bald one day." And he's like, "No, bro, se me está cayendo aquí, pero no se me va a caer." And then I remember this day specifically. I was like, "Randy, let me ask you something." I already knew his dad's name by this time, and I was like, "Is Edgar Luna bald?" and he's like, "Yes," and I'm like, "There you go." That's it. So like
that's when he accepted his fate.
Yeah, and his dad is like shiny head bald.
That's funny.
Yeah. But one of Randy's barbers that he doesn't go to anymore says that he doesn't see him going bald completely. Like he's gonna continue to thin.
Yeah.
And it'll be thin here, but it like having a legit bald spot there, he doesn't see it happening for him.
But is there a way you can tell?
I don't know.
So.
I don't know. He just.
Right. Of course he's gonna say that to him.
No, why would he just say that to him?
I don't know. Actually,
he doesn't gain anything from that. But I don't know. I don't care if he goes bald. He does though. He doesn't want to be bald.
Yeah.
What I do tell him is get the way that he.
Just his hairline receding, no? But he's not going bald.
No, tiene entradas.
Yeah, that's his hairline.
Yeah, but he's going to end up being one of those guys. He's bald here, has a spot here, and then has a full head of back of your hair. At that point, it's just like, go bald, bro. What are you trying to save?
Holding on.
Yeah.
Too long.
Take him to Turkey.
Lewis going bald too.
Who? Lewis? Damn.
I don't know if he listens. Like I feel like if you're like going bald and like it's thinning, I feel like going shorter is a better option, no?
That's what I think.
Because Lewis has like long hair. He's like trying to hold on to something.
But then it just looks like little spots.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't look as bad as when it's like shorter.
Yeah.
Like when you're balding.
No, I think so too.
But damn.
And then you also have to fluff your hair out a little bit. Like the style that Randy uses for his hair does not help his cause.
Why mullet?
He wants to the back obviously is fine, pero acá arriba, instead of fluffing it out, se lo peina hacia un lado.
Oh, really?
I'm like, brother, you're using a little comb for 3 strands of hair.
That's messed up.
No, bro, I don't care if it's messed up.
Oh, so he does do that thing. Has he always had his hair like that?
When I met him, it was worse. And then...
he's always had the mullet, no?
Somewhat, but it was shorter. And then we started like growing it out and fluffing it out and enjoying his curls. But then he just started switching his own hairstyle, bro. I don't know what the hell.
Trying to look professional.
Right. Professional? You can never look professional with being Colombian and having a Colombian haircut.
That's a Colombian haircut?
Yes. Everybody in Colombia has that haircut.
Really?
Yes. It's a Colombian thing.
I guess I don't know Colombians.
There's like a cool guy mullet. Right? There's Billy Ray Cyrus mullet. And then there's a Colombian mullet. I want my mullet back. My marrow and my 8-track.
Like, I feel like over the years, like there's always like a haircut that's like in style for guys.
Yeah, I know.
Is that true for women too?
Yes.
Can you like give us an example?
Yeah, so the butterfly haircut is what's in right now, which is basically a lot of layers and face framing pieces. That's exactly what women are asking for right now. So instead of your hair being all one length, like mine is right now, mine is all one length. It's short, but it's all one length. You'll ask for layers so that when you style it, it looks like swoop, 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 and then face framing pieces. I'm going to show you actually because it's very fascinating.
Okay, well then before that, like what was in style?
Do you remember back in the day when we were younger, it was like the side bangs? It's never
necessary. Like the little bump.
Yes, exactly. So for us, it's not always like a haircut. It's like a hairstyle. Yeah. What's in right now is, or I don't know, not right now. What was in last year and for like a year prior to that was the clean girl hair, which is a slick back bun or a slick back ponytail. For me, it didn't feel much of a difference because I've always done that.
Yeah.
But now, like people that would never slick their hair back are doing it. Yeah. And now it's causing people's hairline to recede, apparently.
Oh yeah, no, because you like putting a lot of You're like yanking.
Yeah, you are
back.
yanking it. And then you keep like brushing it down with like a thick bristled brush. So you're also like breaking your hair.
Yeah.
So, but that was like the last year, the clean girl. Now it's like Sabrina Carpenter's hair is very popular. Obviously not necessarily going blonde,
Yeah.
but having like those bangs and just like all those layers. But butterfly haircut. I'm gonna show you. This is what everyone's asking for these days. Literally everyone. That's layers. And then, yeah, like.
While growing up, do you remember what kind of
Bro, I just remember everyone was frying their hair growing up.
frying?
Yeah, like you straighten it. You don't, like, I'm going to show you 2000s hair.
I remember like the late 90s, like everyone had like the big copete thing, like Selena.
Oh, yeah.
I remember all my aunts.
That's before my time, though.
Yeah. Like my cousins.
No, this is like not even my time either. No, this is like too fashionable. Oh, another thing that's in right now for a different aesthetic of women is the bob.
The bob.
Like a blunt.
Short?
Yep, but it's not a bob like in the way that we think like a Karen haircut. No, like this is a bob that you used to think of.
Yeah.
But it's not that. It's more like a Hailey Bieber short hair.
That's a bob.
Yeah, or this one. This one's really popular.
The straight one.
Yeah. If everyone's like over here not paying attention, sorry. I mean, not seeing. It's just like a blunt haircut. Everyone's cutting their hair short. Or the girls that want to be like aesthetic and cool. And
That's interesting.
ooh, you know what was really in? But it's always like a few women who end up doing it. Like the butterfly is more of like an overall, like the haircut. But the bob cut, and maybe I'm not even saying the right name for it, and copper hair was really in for a while.
Copper hair.
Yeah. Like women were dyeing their hair copper.
Copper?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I was imagining.
What were you
Like a
imagining?
reddish. Like an orangey reddish.
Like a
I
ginger.
don't like that.
You don't like it? I'm going to find a good one.
I've
Like
always been like a brunette kind of guy.
Really? I thought you liked blondes.
Blonde?
Yeah.
The hell?
Yeah.
Those are okay too, yes.
I thought you liked blondes with curly hair.
No, I like dark black hair.
Really? That's like a preference that I've heard before.
I mean, yeah, I don't like that color.
No?
No. Too red.
So what would you say if like you were dating someone and they did that to their hair?
I mean, it's their hair. The hell?
Yeah. Randy is actually like similar to you. Randy is a fan of long black hair,
Yeah.
but it needs to be long.
I don't care about the length. Well, not too short.
Right. Like, do you
Like
think
a
my
good
hair is
length.
too short?
No, the hell?
Well,
Too
Randy
short's
does.
Like
Randy thinks
above
my
your shoulder.
True. Randy thinks it's too short. He doesn't like it.
But it's growing, no? It wasn't shorter?
Yeah, but not like it wasn't even that short. He's just a freaking baby.
And I don't care what people do, but like, obviously you have your preferences.
I guess. Yeah.
Tired, bro?
No, I'm not. I'm just cozy. I yawn when I'm cozy. What's that? Dang, we've been
Dang,
yapping.
it's been an hour. Almost.
We've been yapping.
Anyway.
Leonte, what the hell
Let me
about
tell you my work story.
Oh yeah.
That they told me recently.
Who's they?
All right. Well, the people at my coworkers.
Okay, go.
All right, so do you know carniceros? No, you probably haven't gone, right?
I haven't.
So there's, I'll bleep out the names. There's a guy named, and who else is involved? And then we have so like you know how like Mexicans are like they're always talking crap to each other, you know?
Yeah.
So this happened a couple months ago. Like they're always like bantering
Yeah.
with each other, like back and forth, and like obviously it gets to a point like where like one gets mad.
Sure.
So I guess what happened was like these guys all hang out like after work, like they'll go like they'll be in the parking lot like drinking and stuff, or like they hang out basically, right?
Yeah.
So one of the guys, he's probably like 20, 23, and then the carnicero guy who he's not like big, but like he's like buff, like his forearms are huge, like this is not the guy you want to mess with, right?
Right.
And like you can just tell like he's about it, you know, like he's gonna stand on business. So apparently, like I don't know what happened. They were like outside throwing like trash away, and like they were like talking crap to each other, like playfully, right? But then like it got to the point where it got serious, and like the carnicero guy smacked the guy, like boom,
Oh.
like not in a joking way.
Like his coworker.
Yeah.
His carnicero friend.
No,
coworker?
carnicero. Yeah, he like hit the other.
Carnicero.
No, not the carnicero. He does like he stocks and stuff.
Just like another worker.
Yeah, and like everyone was just like what the hell just happened? Like, and then the guy that I'm telling you, like the big guy, he was like trying to fight him, right?
After smacking him, you're still trying to fight him?
Oh yeah, I mean I don't know what they were saying. They didn't tell me what they were talking about, but like, and then like they just left it at that.
He just got
smacked and he didn't do anything.
What's he gonna do? Like at that point,
I don't know, but like they had to like hold the other guy back, and it's like what the hell, bro? Like I would have called the cops like you're right then and there.
of course. What the heck?
But like, he just like let it slide, and like now obviously like they don't talk to each other. But I was like, what the hell? I think was it Eric? Remember he was telling a story about how like someone was like threatening him or whatever. He was like, bro, like I don't care. Like I'm calling the cops.
Yeah.
Like bro, I'm calling the cops too. Like someone touching me like that. Like I don't care.
Yeah, like obviously
you can call me whatever you want, bro.
Yep.
But like I pay my taxes. Freaking cops work for me, boy.
It's true. No, it's so true. Like I'll never forget
calling ICE too. The hell? You're gonna show up at your house tomorrow morning,
bro. Yeah, that could get him deported.
Crazy. And like he just like did nothing.
I mean, what's he gonna do?
Like what the hell? Like have a talk, like bro. You can't be putting your hands on like people like that.
Yeah, that's
like todos se llevan, like, and like especially him, like he be talking the most crap, but like once they say something to you, like you start
being a little girl about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's like a big, so obviously no one's gonna mess with him.
And they're the same age or similar in age?
I think the carnicero guy is like around my age. He's like probably like 28, 29.
And he smacked a 25-year-old?
Yeah.
Well, I guess the age difference is not that large.
Yeah.
That sucks. I would hate to be that guy.
Which one?
The one that got smacked?
Oh, yeah, bro. Imagine getting smacked in front of all your coworker friends.
Yeah, and no one does anything?
I mean, what? Yeah, I don't know.
That's embarrassing.
The whole thing, that is embarrassing.
I would call the cops too.
Yeah, I'd call the cops the hell.
But if you don't have papers either, then you're like...
Oh, they're scared, but like you still have rights. Just because you don't have papers doesn't mean you can get smacked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then I was like, what the hell? That really happened? But like you can kind of tell like, oh, he's like I'm not really surprised.
Yeah.
That he did something like that. And then like they all hate Daniel.
Why?
But it's funny because like the owner just brought in his brother to like help him because like no one takes charge there. But like since they took the store, like they've gone through so many carniceros because of Daniel. Like no one can stand him.
Why?
Like he's just like that. You know what I mean? You kind of know him. Like,
yeah.
Like it's hard to work with him.
Yeah, he's annoying.
Yeah, he's annoying. And it's just hard to work with someone. He's ran off like so many people.
Why don't they fire him?
I don't know.
And by they, I mean you.
Because I don't have that power. What the hell?
I'm sure you have influence though.
Well, they at the beginning they wouldn't mess with him because like it was him and Lalo. So like if they fired one of them, like the other one was like for sure leaving too.
Yeah.
So like I don't know why he's still around, to be honest. It's probably like because he knows like people in the store, like people know him, and like he's been there for a long time. Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah,
but pretty much like anyone they've hired, like is until this guy that smacked the guy came in, and like obviously he doesn't take his crap either. I've heard he smacked Daniel too.
No way.
Yeah, no, he was telling me. He was like, I don't know what we were talking about, but I was like back there like changing prices, and he like hinted that like, oh, like I freaking pretty much like punched him, and he didn't do anything. I don't know if like at work or outside of work. I was like, well, he deserves it.
Oh, that's messed up. Does he bother you too?
Nah, he's chill. Like he's chill with people who were like chill with him. Like he does like with the manager of like the kitchen.
Daniel.
Oh, Daniel. I know him for like a long time. Like I don't listen to anything he's had to say. So I just like ignore him, whatever. But anyway, what was I saying?
That's sad.
Yeah. So now let's see what happens.
I wonder.
It's not like his brother. Like the guy's brother doesn't like him either.
Daniel?
Yeah.
No, pues ahora sí.
He was like, I heard him talking like crap to like the girls from the kitchen about him.
Oh my God.
But everyone talked crap about him, to be honest.
Does Aide still work there?
Yeah.
And Eva?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eva just works a couple of days. She's been working for a long time.
Yeah, I know.
She works Monday through Thursday, but for Thursday she only comes from 5 to like 10 or 5 to 9 or something like that.
5 a.m.?
Yeah. Yeah, she makes the guisos just early.
You know what I miss? I miss her frijoles charros.
They probably make them on the weekends.
No, I haven't seen them.
Oh, you go?
Mm-hmm. That's usually when I go, only on the weekends.
Why?
Because I'll get the hot food.
Yeah, there are more options the weekends.
Yeah. True. Well, I hope there's peace at your job place, at your workplace, because that's crazy. Them. Yeah, I know. Exactly.
That's why I don't like get too close to.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Toxic.
Especially, like, they're always trying to, apparently, like, they all go to a strip club together, which is kind of weird.
Ew.
They're always trying to invite. Is that not weird?
That's so weird.
Like, bro, why are you trying to have a boner at a strip club with your homies? Like, what are you going to do?
Oh, damn. Damn. That perspective is actually insane.
I feel like that's a thing you got to do on your own. No? Like, where are you going with a bunch of men?
I don't know, bro.
That's weird.
I guess to compete on like who can get the most attention or quien pague más.
Whoever has the most money.
Right? Pues que la gente está bien mensa, bro.
That's funny. Huh?
Anyway, on that note, is there any ending remarks you want to give? No. Okay. Yeah, guys. Well, thanks so much for listening for... What?
What the...
Yeah. I just spasmed. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Usually Best of Friends podcast. Stay tuned for the next episodes and for the past episodes if you missed any. Follow us on all social media platforms at Usually Best of Friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.